Hello and a very warm welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert, and I'm really pleased to be addressing the students of Europe Hotel School as you embark on your online learning journey. Today, we're going to dive into something truly transformative for our industry, the digital concierge. We'll explore how AI is fundamentally reshaping hospitality operations and what that means for you, the future leaders in this field.
All right, here's our agenda for today. First, we'll look at the modern service challenge, what hotels are really up against. Then we'll introduce the AI digital concierge as the solution. From there, we'll dig into how it creates seamless guest communication, helps with proactive service recovery, and of course, how it can actually drive new revenue. Let's get started.
So let's start with the big picture, the modern service challenge. You see, the fundamental issue we're facing today is all about meeting the needs of the instant gratification guest. Think about it. Your guests live in a world where anything they want is just a tap away on their phone. But when they get to a hotel, what do they often find? A front desk team that's completely overwhelmed, trying to handle check-ins, phone calls, and in-person requests all at the same time. There's a real disconnect there.
And that really brings us to the core question, doesn't it? How can your team possibly serve everyone instantly and all at once? I mean, picture that busy lobby. The phones are ringing off the hook. You've got a line of people waiting to check in. How do you give every single one of those guests immediate, personalized attention? Frankly, it sounds impossible.
So let's talk about the solution. How do we solve that impossible equation? Well, the answer isn't necessarily just hiring more and more people. It's about empowering your team to work smarter, not just harder. And that's where the AI Digital Concierge comes in. Think of it as your 24/7 solution to guest inquiries, acting as a digital extension of your brilliant hospitality team.
Now, the technology that powers this is called Conversational AI, and it's absolutely crucial to understand what this is and what it isn't. This is not one of those old clunky chatbots that only understands a few keywords and gets stuck all the time. No, this is an advanced artificial intelligence. It's designed to understand context and, most importantly, the intent in human language. It gets what your guests are really asking for. And that's precisely why we call it a digital concierge. It's such a fitting term. The goal here is absolutely not to replace your amazing human staff with robots. Not at all. It's about creating a powerful support system, a safety net, if you will, that ensures no guest inquiry ever goes unanswered. It's a guarantee that everyone gets a fast, helpful response.
Okay, let's look at a practical example. This really highlights the massive leap we've made. An old keyword chatbot? Well, it hears the word dog, and it just spits out a generic link to the pet policy. That's it. But modern conversational AI, it understands the question, can I bring my golden retriever? It can give contextual, helpful reply with specifics on fees, it can check for pet-friendly rooms, and it might even offer an upsell, like a special pet package. The difference in the guest experience is honestly night and day.
All right, let's move on to our next section, seamless guest communication. We're going to see how we can automate all those routine questions with real precision. This is the first huge benefit. By automating that constant stream of simple questions, you free up your team to focus on what they do best, those complex, high-touch interactions that really define what exceptional hospitality is all about.
And check out this number, 80%. That is a huge figure. 80% of the most common, repetitive questions guests ask can be handled instantly and accurately by the AI. Just think about that for a second. That is a massive amount of work just lifted right off your team's shoulders. So, what does that look like in practice? Well, think about that chaotic morning checkout rush. Your front desk staff are rightly focused on processing payments, hailing taxis, and giving guests a warm farewell. While all that's happening, the AI is seamlessly answering all these other questions in the background. What's the Wi-Fi password? What time is checkout? Can I get extra towels? All handled, instantly.
What this does is it creates something we call scalability of service, and this is a real game changer. It means that a smaller boutique hotel with maybe just one or two people at the front desk can suddenly offer the same lightning-fast responsiveness as a massive luxury resort with a huge staff. It completely levels the playing field, allowing smaller properties to compete on service in a way they never could before. Okay, but it's not just about answering simple questions. The technology gets even more powerful when we talk about proactive service recovery. This is all about turning a potential problem into a really positive experience, and doing it before that guest even thinks about writing a negative review. So here's a classic scenario. A guest sends a message, "My room is cold." The AI doesn't just understand the message. It takes immediate action, automatically triggering a task for the maintenance team. But here's the crucial part, the magic really. It doesn't just stop there.
A little while later, the AI automatically follows up with the guest. Is the temperature more comfortable now? This closed-loop communication is what makes the guest feel heard and genuinely cared for. It takes a complaint and transforms it into a moment of outstanding service.
And finally, let's talk about something that's on every hotelier's mind, driving new revenue. Because look, providing fantastic service is the goal, of course, but this digital concierge is also an incredibly powerful tool for the bottom line, making sure you never, ever miss a booking opportunity.
This comparison really tells the whole story. At 3 in the afternoon, if an inquiry comes in, your human staff is available. Great. But what happens at 3 in the morning? Your team is hopefully asleep, but your AI assistant, it's wide awake, ready to capture that lead. It can take down all the details from a potential client in a different time zone, qualify the request, and have a valuable, warm lead sitting in your sales team's inbox first thing in the morning. No opportunity is ever lost.
So when you put it all together, you can see this is so much more than just a simple chatbot on a website. I like to think of it as the invisible glue that holds the entire guest journey together. It connects everything, from those pre-arrival questions to in-stay requests to post-stay feedback and even future bookings, all into one single seamless conversation with your hotel.
And that brings us right to our final thought. This technology isn't some far-off future concept. It's here right now, and it's getting more powerful every single day. So the question I want to leave you with as a future hotel leader is this: how will you leverage this invisible advantage? How are you going to use these tools to completely redefine what 5-star service truly means in the modern era?